Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Snapple and PengWin on Echo, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Snapple. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is PengWin. Alright, so a TVZ red versus blue here for you on patch 3.8. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. If this is your first time, welcome. I do 2 Legacy of the Void casts every single day of the week for 14 total. And sit back and relax and let Falcon Paladin guide you through this match. Whoa! Whoa! Snapple sending 2 SCVs out. This can only be 2 Proxy barracks. There we go. Barracks number 1. And barracks number 2 as soon as he has enough minerals. Pacing back and forth, anxiously waiting for 150. 45 and 50. There we go. Snapple. Oh, here. PengWin, you need to scout. You need to scout something more than a Sloverlord. He's not going to get there in time to see what's going on, Snapple. This is a very, very excellent strategy. I wonder if he's going to do Reapers. I'm going to have to assume so at this point. Maybe this Reaper or this SCV will build 1 more barracks for a 3 racks Proxy Reaper. All right, PengWin. All right, let's see how good you are. Let's see how good you are holding off a 3 racks. There it is, a 3 racks Proxy Reaper rush. Oh boy, here we go. First Reaper comes out. We'll go ahead and name him. Well, I want to name him. I don't know if we should name him. Somebody, somewhere. Okay. All right, next time we do this, I promise I'll go ahead and name it after one of the suggestions in the comments. Suggestions of a Reaper gang name. Or a group of Reapers. But for now, we're just going to call it the Reapers of Snapple. And be done with it at this point. I feel like this SCV might just want to build a bunker. I mean, maybe it doesn't quite have the resources to pull that off. But that's a quick spine crawler coming up. Did he see this? He did. He just barely scouted that. Alright, so he knows what's up. Here comes our first Reaper moving right on in. Kitty Gate charges out. Queen's not here yet because of that change. Oh, immediately gets 1 Spore Crawler built out of that drone that was getting attacked. Lings do pop out. But they are slow Lings. Kitty Gate charges chasing them away. Reapers on a killing spree right now. Or at least they're trying to get there. Murdering some of these Lings. These Lings are just delaying. They know they can't kill the Reapers. Snapple is a competent GM level Terran player. And he's going to be able to do everything he possibly can to kill as many Lings before the Roaches and Queens start coming out here. A Spine Crawler positioning. I love this. Oh, no, he actually canceled that Spine. No, it's right here. Alright, so I like the Spine Crawler here along this left side. Reapers looking good. Any of them died so far? Nope. Killed a drone and a couple Lings. So not super effective to this point yet. Not saturating his natural. Very smart play by PengWin, recognizing he cannot protect at this point. Don't get surrounded. Don't get surrounded. KD8 charge is knocking everybody back. That Spine Crawler wants to plant so bad. Really does. KD8 charges it being tossed down there as well. Not quite enough Reapers to kill that Spine Crawler before it burrows. PengWin now has some advance and a frontal defense, which is excellent news for him. But Reapers just going for it, trying to kill that Queen. Bam, knocking everybody back. The surround, and the surround does happen, but Kitty 8 charge is knocking all those Lings away. Several of the Reapers die, however. 3 of them do end up getting killed. Nice surround there by PengWin. And these Lings are now angry. They have speed. They're trying to get in here and just get a full pick-off on these Reapers if they can. Excellent, excellent response here from PengWin thus far. Kitty 8 charge is killing a bunch of his Lings, but just continuing to chase after and murder as many of these things as he is possibly able to do. Getting 1 more there, but still so many dead Lings. 22 Lings have died for 4 Reapers. Still going with the Reapers. He is. Snapple does not want to give this thing up. He doesn't want to give it up at all. He wants to end this game now if he possibly can. I don't know if that's possible, but he's trying. It's 24 to 19 Harvesters too. He's been macroing back home at the same time. Taking out Creep Tumors. Excellent decision there. Maybe overkill on that Tumor, but still. Better dead than not dead. Spine Crawler at the top of that ramp getting some shots off. KD8 charge doing 10 points of damage to the Spine Crawler. Doesn't care too much. Has a total of, what, 300? Yeah. Take a while. Take a while to do that. Trying to kill that Queen with KD8 charges. And they do it. They get the Queen. They get the Queen, but sacrificing some of their Reaper brethren as well. Oh, the surrounds are good. The surrounds are good right there. 7 Reapers killed so far for a Queen, a drone, and 22 Lings. Resources lost. Oh, no. Hold on. Did I just... Shoot, I did. All right, we'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, we're back where I think we were before. Just put it back to the beginning, and yes. Okay, so this is where we were. The Lings are going to go and try to take down these bunkers, and I think they're going to be able to do so just because there are more Reapers than I thought at this point. So KD8 charges are knocking all the Lings back, and the Reapers are defending their bunkers with their lives at this point. So 26 Lings lost for 9 Reapers. This is what I was trying to do. Resources lost about 1,000 for the Terran overall and about 800 or 900 for the Zerg. All Lings, basically all mineral stuff at this point. Getting great surrounds, but the KD8 charges is knocking those Lings away, making the surrounds less possible. How about about the high ground, actually? And this middle ground here, which is a safe place to be if you are Reapers, unless there are Queens coming, trying to knock down those barracks. More Reapers popping on out. Another Reaper ends up getting killed. This has been an intense 5 minutes so far, you guys. Can we take down the Queen? No, I don't know if they can. Queen's getting these Reapers stuck between a rock and a hard place. They do pick off another Queen there, though, but a lot of Reapers have died so far. 14 to this point. Still producing Reapers. Has an expansion back home. Does a Snapple. It's 32 to 31. Harvester's PengWin has been macroing at the same time. Another Creep Tumor dies, and I think that might be it. Might be all she wrote for Snapple. Sending the barracks home, sending the Reapers home if they can make it. If they can make it home, these Lings are going to chase them down with their speed. This guy, bad rally. Oh, he does turn around, I think, just in time, maybe to save his own life, but no, I think he's going to die. Unless he can make it to that ledge in time. Get up. No. Oh, he was jumping. He was jumping, but could not quite get there in time. The Great Supply Depot wall is walling off the natural. Snapple is safe behind it. He has a bunker as well, just in time. Going to fill that with nothing at this point. And there are Lings coming. There are Lings coming for PengWin. He wants revenge. He wants blood for those earlier problems that Snapple was causing him. We've got a Spire on the way for PengWin as well. Mules being tossed on down at the same time for the Terran player. And what are these Lings going to do? Does he have a Baneling nest? PengWin, you have a Baneling nest at all? No, it is not. He is going Spire, though. 2-base Spire. He's got a 3rd base coming up now in the traditional 3rd base location, making sure that Snapple does not take a 3rd without much great difficulty here. So Snapple does manage to save all 3 of his barracks, which is nice. He can use those for production into things like Marines, which he's doing right now. Starport as well coming in, Combat Shield and Stim. The next thing on the way in that production tab for our Terran player, Snapple. Reaper's still doing stuff, man. Killing these Creep Tumors, not allowing PengWin to spread his creep at all like he has been wanting to do. Spine Crawler getting some pokes off, killing one of those Reapers, throwing that body back down the way. Good scout by the Reapers as well, killing a couple drones, knocking all the Queens away that are trying to save him. The Reapers just basically giving up on life right now. Do scout the Spire very nicely. Ling's trying to knock down this front door. That's never going to happen, though. Not Lings, maybe Banes, but 8 Mutas on the way, but I feel like Snapple should be prepared for this. He's making a ton of Marines. Can this final Reaper escape? No! Explodes in explosions, powders, and blood. He ends up falling to the earth. Very sad indeed. Alright, so what are we looking at? We got Baneling Nest on the way for PengWin. He's going Mutaling Bling. It's a Mutaling Bling thing. My t-shirt guy is not responding to my emails. I'm a little worried about this. Got to contact him and see what is up with that. So missile turrets up for Snapple now in his natural base and his main base. He recognizes the great threat that these Mutas pose. Excellent choice getting those turrets. Excellent choice continuing to pump out Marines 2 at a time at the very least here. Muta's trying to find angles to attack. Not doing super well with that, however. Throwing a Marine into that bunker. Also an excellent choice. I'm just not sure what these guys can find. Maybe they could pick off... Wow, he's really doing a lot of missile turrets here. Snapple is maybe overcompensating just a little bit. Can they stop that? Oh, that missile turret is so close to finish. Look at that thing. So close. It does finish, but it gets exploded before it can get more than a couple shots off there. Nicely done by PengWin, making sure that happened. And the Muta's flying away. 3rd base trying to land here in the 3rd base location for Snapple. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Yes. PengWin is actually retreating with his Mutas. He has a 4th base coming up now as well. It's 58 to 55. Harvesters. PengWin has a nice lead. Well, not a nice lead. It's a lead over his Terran opponent. And it looks like Terran Snapple is going to a more traditional Widowmine Marine type strategy here. Burrow on the way for PengWin, getting +1 flyer attack, getting centrifugal hooks or centrifugal hooks. I don't know. I think centrifugal is the way to go. I think I'll do that from now on, and arguments can stay in the comments. Knocking down this cooling tower to provide additional protection on this 3rd base is Snapple. Always good if your opponent's going Ling Bling Muta. Just because those Lings don't do very well going through massive debris like this with 3 armor. Muta's flying around trying to find stuff, trying to find medevacs, I suppose, not doing anything. All the red is really concentrated on these 3 bases, nothing to worry about there. Marines moving out. Widowmines here as well. Widowmines burrowing, then unburrowing, and continuing to follow. So these Banelings don't have speed yet. Again, they get a 10 hit point increase when they get that speed from 30 to 40, making them harder to target fire down for the Terran and also being much faster. So it's a great upgrade for those Banelings. And I don't know, I feel like it was warranted, but I am pretty biased considering I am a Zerg player. It's just I've seen too many times Banelings rolling in and Marines just target firing them down from distance and easily destroying them before they do anything at all. I mean, I don't feel like it should be that easy. Maybe it shouldn't be this hard either. Maybe a 5 hit point increase would be enough, but I feel like Blizzard's experimenting and we'll see the results. So killing some creep tumors there. You know what? I'm going to knock up the volume just a little bit. I know some people hate it when I do this, but we're going to do it really quickly anyway. I brought it down because I was sick earlier this week, but I'm okay now, so we can bring it back up to around 22. All right, here we go. Scans, Lings, Banelings rolling on in here, though. This is not looking good at all for Snapple. Lings getting surrounds on the Marines. Banelings crashing on in. Great splits from Snapple, though. The right side of the Marines get absolutely obliterated. The left side, too, if the Zerg Swarm recognizes what's going on. Widowmine does get a shot off there. Marines chasing, or getting chased away, rather. Lings trying to get that surround action off. Banelings trying to come on in. Widowmine gets another shot on those Mutas, though. Pretty good stutter step action here from Snapple, trying to do what he can, but there are just so many Banes. The splits by Snapple are insane, and actually might do fairly well. Banelings just kind of trying to roll up inside the main base, trying to kill a couple supply depots. Can't quite do that. No, the Mutas finish it off, though. And somehow way, PengWin's army is basically gone, and he's forced to retreat on home. So they did kill a lot of stuff. That's a lot of dead Marines. 43 dead Marines, 2 dead Marauders. 5 Widowmines killed as well. Great hold there by the PengWin. His 4th base is up and running at 66 to 57. Total Harvesters getting +2/+2 for his Lings and his Banes and his Ultras if he's planning on doing those at any point in time. Another command center coming up at the 3rd base for Snapple. I think that might be intended for a planetary fortress or some of the like. Mutas flying into the 3rd base, taking out a bunker attempting to be constructed. Marines chasing them away. +1/+1 done on these Marines. Again, with the combat shield and the stim and the medevac support, they are pretty scary to Mutas. So if you're worried about Mutalisks as a Terran, get those Marine attack squads. You should be able to hold them off fairly well, as long as it's not like a giant cloud of Mutalisks. In which case, you're being out-macroed and probably going to lose anyway. Hive on the way for PengWin inside his main base. He has an infestation pit, obviously. Continuing to make Banelings. These upgraded, much more effective. Banelings being very friendly and useful to PengWin as well. So command center about to finish here. I really want to see if this is going to be a PF or not. Thor actually on the way for Snapple, again for the anti-air against the Mutas. Mutaflock trying to fly on in here. There are 16 of them. Taking out a missile turret very easily, trying to get a refinery, slowing down that gas income for the Terran player. Widowmines trying to burrow on in, getting focused down. Missile turrets getting shots off and chasing PengWin away. So not a multi-pronged attack, just a single attack there. Just trying to keep Snapple on his toes. More turrets coming up, more Widowmines, and still managing to expand is Snapple. I like the macro of this Terran player. I feel like he has a lot of static defense, but he's still managing to get a 3rd base up, still managing to get a 4th base up. He's going to be equivalent in bases to PengWin here very soon. He just needs to get an assault off. That was what I feel like he's missing. He hasn't attacked in a while since those early Reaper attacks. His Marine Widowmine attack was fairly ill-fated, did not do very well for itself, unfortunately. Drilling Claws on the way for Snapple, increasing or decreasing the burrow time on those Widowmines. And no, so actually, is this going to be a PF? That's going to be hit. So the 4th base is going to be a PF, which definitely is needed, as it's a little bit farther away from home. It is being protected right now, but reinforcements take a while to get there. Ultralisk Cavern coming up, +3 ground carapace, +3 melee attack as well. So PengWin, he's going for the Ultras, which we've seen are not exactly foolproof. We saw in that game with Minato yesterday that Ultras are not exactly a win everything, get out of jail free card for Zerg like they have been in the past. So if you haven't checked that one out, just look back on my uploads. You'll see a Minato versus, what was that guy's name? Versus something. It was a really difficult name to remember. It was like a combination of something. But anyway, Minato. Check him out. It was on New Gettysburg. Widowmines trying to knock down this debris. Or not Widowmines, Mutalisks are. Widowmines come up there to try to get rid of the Mutas, but they're too smart for that. And actually, Snapple's in a good position. He's at 188 to 182 total supply. He's only down 3 workers, 62 to 65 to PengWin. A lot of Banelings coming in, though. Here's the scary sound. Banelings crashing on top of everything. There are some burrowed Banelings on top of this ramp as well. And again, the split's amazing. Coming from all sides, though, is PengWin. Oh, the surrounds. Oh, the surrounds are just absolutely mean. Taking down that Thor. Marines trying to do what they can against this, but it just does not seem like it's going well. Reinforcements coming in for Snapple, trying to do what they can, trying to bait the mutas into these Widow Mines. Too smart for that is PengWin, though. And once again, every time Snapple tries to go in there, he's just getting absolutely mauled, and run over by PengWin with these Lings, these Banelings, and these mutas. I think maybe the Banelings are a little too good. Again, maybe a 5 to 7 hit point increase would be good. It just seems like 10 makes them so hard to kill. Again, we need more time before we can decide that for sure. Killing creep tumors is pretty much what Snapple needs to do here. Reducing the vision, reducing that speed bonus that PengWin gets from that creep. Small group of Marauders and Marines getting chased down by mutas, but no, Widow Mines. Widow Mines safely allowing them to do what they need to do. He's going to try to kill this 4th. Here he comes. Snapple moving in with Marines, Marauders, killing a Queen at least. But the Ultras are here with their 6 armor total. They will have 7 in seconds. Banelings on top of the Marines. Thors trying to stand in and do what damage they can as well. The Ultras are doing a lot of work. They are getting low on HP, but the mutas assisting from above. PengWin's up 154 to 129 total supply. Planetary Fortress, another one here at the 4th base as well, but it's not done yet. It is not done yet. Great positioning by Snapple, killing a couple Ultras that tried to move in, but actually murdered them alive, mowed them down before they could do much of anything, and PengWin is forced to retreat. He has a 5th base morphing in here along this bottom side as well. So he's keeping up in his macro exactly what he needs to do. More Ultras on the way, more Thors coming in, plus 2 ground weapons on the way for Snapple as well, increasing that damage on that Thor's hammer attack. Is that the one that does ground? Yes, it is. Javelin missile launchers for the air. So Muta's trying to fly in and harass this 3rd base while the army is away. There are 2 missile turrets here. I'm not sure if it's enough to save this refinery, and the answer is no. It is definitely not. The refinery ends up falling at the 3rd base. Pulling back is Snapple. Does he want to save the 3rd? He's sending a small hit squad up to this 4th base. There's really nothing defending it. The army's really at the center of the map right now. I feel like Snapple can take down the 4th if he wants. He just has to be worried about a counterattack of some kind from PengWin, which I would be super worried about if I were him. So it's 183 to 151 total supply. PengWin is definitely up. He's getting close to max out. He's making 22 Banelings at once right now. Just an absolutely scary, scary sight there. Widow Mine's getting shots off. Marines trying to kill yet another Queen, but they can't. Lings show up to defend their mama. Ultras here too. And it's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. +3 is done for Snapple, though. That is admirable for sure. Thor's in the mix. Doing extra damage here. 33 damage times 2. Banelings crashing on in. Fungals on top of stuff as well. The Ultra count is just a little bit too high here. Ultras are dying, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. The Fungals also amazing. Fester's able to cast while burrowed, really assisting PengWin in this situation there. Widow Mine's getting cleared on out thanks to the assistance from an Overseer. Scans, seeing exactly what Snapple is up against. It's 118 to 160 total supply. Actually getting Neural Parasite as PengWin. I haven't seen that in months on my channel. Neural Parasite possibly for the Thors. We'll see if that comes in or not. Snapple has a 5th base up, you guys. He has a 5th base already up here. It's going to be a planetary fortress as well. And PengWin, for all the well he's been doing, for all the good he's been managing here, he just hasn't actually killed a Terran base yet, which I feel like he kind of wants to do. I mean, he's doing the standard Legacy of the Void thing with Zerg, where you kind of sit back, you keep your bases going, you kill every army that comes at you. Maybe you're not as aggressive as other races need to be, but I don't know. Small drop gets picked up and murdered in the middle of the map. Small group comes into this 4th base, but again, there are Ultras and Infestors sitting here chasing off the medevac, boosting up and getting out Lings. Ultras trundling into the 3rd base to defend that as well from the incoming harassment of Snapple. Snapple bypasses the 3rd entirely and comes possibly into the main. No, jukes back down to the 3rd, kills a couple drones, but again, the mutas are here. This group is going to die almost instantly. Medevac dies first. Marines, Marauders follow soon after. So Thor's coming in with that +2 attack. Excellent choice. 5 Ultras on the way at one time for PengWin, though. That has got to hurt. That has got to make Snapple feel bad for himself here. Marines, Marauders coming into the 6th base, pulling back, recognizing what is coming. Lings, Ultras, Banelings with Muta support. Widowmine does get 7 kills there, killing a bunch of Lings. Excellent choice. Pulling back to the safety of that Widowmine. 7th base coming up for PengWin on the bottom left corner. He's expanding like a madman, as he should be in this situation. He is defending very well. May as well continue to expand. He hasn't lost a hatch yet. Snapple has not lost a command center either. Baneling's on this ramp for PengWin in the middle here. I'm not sure that Snapple's actually walked over those yet. I think he would have killed it if he knew they were there, but sending a small group of Marines down to take down this 6th base, or 7th base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th base. Widowmine actually hitting his own Marines more than anything else. The Ultras coming up with their max of 7 armor. Still very scary, though. Baneling's exploding there on Widowmines? Is that what that was? I think that's what that was. And I guess, again, another meeting here. The Burrowed Infestors. If they get caught out of position, that could be a big stinking deal. Where are they? There's the Neural Parasite on the Thors, killing their own Terran forces. Oh no, the Neural Parasite's so amazing in this situation. It's absolutely crushing, using their anti-air attack on the Liberators. Finally starts to wear off, but now they are entirely surrounded by Ultras, and they all end up falling as soon as that Neural Parasite wears on off. That might be the death blow for Snapple. He has reinforcements coming up, but he's down 180 to 118 total supply. 3rd base is going to fall. Army trying to do what they can, but Infested Terrans taking the Liberators out of the sky here as well. It's just going to be Ultras against Liberators, which, again, Ultras can't shoot up. So that's pretty nice. The Ultras can pretty much kill whatever they want here, but they can't kill the Liberators. So actually picking up the Thor to save them. More Infested Terrans getting tossed on out. Widowmine's getting a shot off before the Mutas take it down. A lot of Ultras dying here. A lot of burning, charred corpses of Ultralisks. I feel like PengWin could use some Hydras in this situation, but he's actually not using them at all. Maybe he was challenged to win this game without Hydralisks in a 3.8 patch game. So somehow PengWin's going home. You guys, he's up 199 to 95 total supply. Lings joining the army, just more Ultras. This is it. PengWin's basically decided, I'm going to win this thing with Ultralisks, or I'm going to die trying. 4th base is under assault. Planetary Fortress going to die very quickly to these fully upgraded Lings and Ultralisks. Muta's trying to do what they can against a Marine Thor composition. Don't like that. They're running away instantly as fast as they possibly can. The 4th base does end up falling. Ultras very happy to deal with that base. A single command center does manage to lift off and run away. The 6th base for Snapple is still alive, though. Sneaky 6th base that no, the Zerg player does not know about. So more Lings, more Ultras here from PengWin. The Burrowed Infestors have done their jobs very, very well today for this swarm. They'll get pats on the back as soon as they go home. And actually taking down that command center are the Mutas. The one that managed to lift off from the 4th was taken down here just before it could escape into the safety of the 3rd base. Does he know about this one? He does now. He knows about this base along the top right. Ultras coming into this 3rd base. Thor getting some shots off. Micro on the Thors, actually. 2 kills, 3 kills on those. Finds the 6th. SCVs running for their lives. Run, SCVs, run. Get on out of there. Thors, Marines, Marauders on the ground. Just no hope in this situation. Widowmine's trying to fire on these Mutas, but Mutalisk getting rid of all of the Liberators, and that's it. A lull Zerg out of Snapple. What an absolute nightmare. Snapple leaves the game, and PengWin is victorious. So a win for Zerg today. Basically just going Ling Ultra, Baneling, Muta. No Hydras. The Infestors, again, a huge part of that for sure. Did any of them die? No. This might be the first game I've seen with like 6 Infestors where none of them died. That was kind of amazing. But dude, that Burrowed Neural Parasite was sick. That was a sick play. I got to see if I can gift that and throw it on Reddit. People would like to see that one for sure. Need a good gift maker program. If you can suggest one, let me know. But regardless, fantastic game. Absolutely for sure. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed casting it. And again, balanced discussions, we'll have those in the comments. Absolutely, I'm sure, after this game. But that's going to be it from me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.